Okay. So this is why you come on to Stay with Penny, because you don't meet me on my yoga mat ready for a session. You meet me where I am, and then we go on to our mats. And in fact, actually, today, oh my God, this is when you have to excuse the walls and everything. This is just my house where I've got dogs, okay? I have been stuck in a car for 5 hours today. I was stuck in the car for 3 hours on the A34 with Isla as we tried to get her to Sparshall College to get to her trip, which is in Brockenhurst. So then I had to drive her to Brockenhurst, which took us to the 4-hour mark, and then I had to come back, which took us on the other hour because I had to avoid the A34 and go via Romsey and Andover. You know, a bit of a detour, to be fair. And then I had to come back and walk the dogs. Ivan's in China. He called. I wanted to speak to him because there's that massive 9 hours difference, right? But equally, I know that I need to do some yoga. So that's how it is, right? You know, this is life. I met someone with the dogs who was like, oh my God, why are you so good? Because her dog had a kind of like ran to one of my dogs to have a bit of a to-do, you know, whatever, right? Being a dog, having a bit of a bleh moment. And she goes, oh my God, you're just so calm about this. Yeah, I am quite calm about stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, I do have 2 big dogs. And really, you know, if Ronnie is not, he's not going to retaliate because the way I brought him up, I like to think. But equally, you're joining me down on the floor now. Equally, you know, he's a good boy. Anyway, both the dogs came back. It was fine. Okay. You know, I feel like these, excuse me, I've got loads of wires. I'm just cleaning them up. I feel like, you know, this should be me being really real with you. This isn't like this is not meant to be you playing a video and going, oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah, yoga mat out, block. Yeah, for sure. You know, if that's what you want, you know, make sure you've got some comfortable clothing. I tend to live in comfortable clothing these days. You know, I mean, look, I've been stuck in a car, and we are always going to have these videos that are based on what's going on in my life and my lifestyle, because I know without a shadow of a doubt that's going to resonate with what's going on in your life. It's just how it is, right? You know, synchronicity. Just going to stretch out my legs for a moment, you know. I'm not actually going to come into a forward fold just yet. I just need to stretch out the legs. So what I'm doing is I flex my toes, press my heels back. I didn't want to put my feet because I thought they might look a bit too dirty. And I, you know, I'm just noticing that I'm swelling my spine, my shoulders are down. So much more real than a yoga video you'll find on YouTube. You know, if you can, drop into that relaxing breath. This is where yoga really shows up in its forte. Just being able to drop on in and chill on out, you know. Not let things get too much, get on top of you. And this is what happens over time. Something like that would have happened many, many moons ago, and I would have been so het up. I mean, I wouldn't talk on the journey, and I'm just thinking about getting my car back because it's just like it's on its last legs. But you know, we're just going to switch legs. This is, you know, this calmness. I've kind of like, it's kind of been in and out and out and in. I've kind of, you know, I've calmed myself down. You know, things don't stress me out. You know, and it's easy to say you don't get stressed. Well, no, I don't get stressed, but I've done all this work so that I don't get stressed. It's not like I choose. I do choose not to be stressed, but I chose not to be stressed many, many moons ago. Like, I decided I'm not going to be up in my head too much. This is fucking ridiculous. This is insane. I've got to change for the kids. Right? It was always for the kids. And it was emotional as well, you know, getting to grips with the emotions. And then it's just, I always think of it in holistically. Emotional, mental, I've done both legs now. Emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, and I'm always kind of like working on one area. I was thinking about that recently. Okay, cool. Cross your ankles. Okay, so you know, nice, right? Just stretching out. Not going to be severe with the seated. I'm just going to cross my ankles, hands on my knees, and that gentle sway from side to side. I hope I don't hit the table. My hand there, just in case. I really don't want to hit anything hard. Oh, modifying everything, right? Just softly swaying. This movement's so good for the spine. And also, you know, you feel like when you do yoga, you really get in tune with what movement you actually need to do. Like I immediately knew I needed to stretch out my legs, and I immediately knew I need to sort out my spine. So at the moment, I really feel like I'm dealing with my physical level. You'll see a lot of my posts if you follow me in social media, you know, just like I'm on like a bit of a health kick to lose some weight, you know. Drank a bit too much wine for a fair few years, had that fourth meal, too much cheese, you know, and hands on your knees and circle your ribs, just make sure I don't hit that. So both hands on your knees, I've just got my hand up so I don't hit the table, otherwise my hand would be down. Here we go, down. Take it up. Cool, go back in the other direction. Awesome, okay. I'm going to be doing some forward folds, so what I want us to do first is just, you know, get loosened up in the upper body a little bit more. So we're going to do some twists, okay? Inhale, sweep your arms up, exhale, palms together, twist to the right. Don't take your gaze up. I'm not thinking about the head today, you know. It's important, you know. You'll find yourself maybe looking up in yoga, and I really want you to notice, don't do it for every pose. So no, the gaze stays forwards, twist to the right, here we go, to the left. Just want to loosen up the upper back. Here we go. One more time. Yes, I really feel like I'm working on the physical, and you know, I suggest that to you to try and think about an area of yourself with those four: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, that you just want to pay attention to, because it's getting in the way of your life too much, you know. Perhaps you're, you know, too frustrated, too angry, too sad, you're depressed, you know. I mean, not everyone will agree with me, but these are all states that I brought myself out of from doing what I'm showing you. Yeah, it wasn't like it, you know, took a day. It was something like I continually did it day after day after day. So no, I don't have. Occasionally I'll have the mental stuff. It tends to be paranoid with me, but I'll come back into that. But I don't need to right now. I'm good. I'm good on an emotional level. You can see I'm very chilled about stuff, you know. Okay, I'm going to go forward folds now. But bend this. So it's, I'm really sorry. Can we just forget about the mirror imaging for a moment, right? Okay, so left foot came in, bent the right knee. Okay, thank you. Okay, so arms in, take an inhale, sweep your arms up, don't look up, keep forwards, exhaling. Bring yourself forwards over that bent knee. Hold on to the knee, your foot, sorry. Take your head down. Stretch out that leg. Keep your head down. Breathe. This isn't fierce fire breath, it's still just a relaxing breath, okay? Drop your shoulders down. Bring your knee up if you feel it pinching in your back. I just felt that in mine, you know. I'm just going to ease into this. Do not feel those pinches in your back. That's when you hate yoga. I don't like yoga. I wouldn't fucking like yoga either if it did that to me. Okay, just bring yourself up gently just to make sure you're being kind, right? So you saw I drew up on that a little bit, right? I'm going to do that on the other leg, and then we're just going to take it back again. So what level do you need to work on right now? What level do you need to work on? Take that foot away, head down. For me, I'm really thinking about, you know, my health. So that's not eating after 8, that's not drinking, I've not that on the head, drinking more water, doing more exercise when I'm not teaching, hence why you lucky lot get so many videos at the moment. Because I feel, keep your head down, I'll just talk, because I feel really in tune with my spiritual side, very intuitive at the moment, keep on seeing sequences and numbers, which is definitely something that relates to me, to my soul. and not numerology, just sequences, number sequences. I love that pattern. So take your leg away if you want, mate. Look, think about the pinching in your back. If it's going on, ease up a little bit. And then just gently bring yourself up. Okay, so we're going to go deeper. Okay, we're just going to do it on the other side. Just, I want you to just keep your legs straight now. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, just come forwards. Breathe deep. And then just gently bring your hands back up. Sit up in your spine, let your shoulders settle, and just make sure that your head is upright. Okay, I'm just going to do the last one, and we're calling it a day. This is good enough, right? Inhaling and exhaling. Yeah, I'm good spiritual, I'm good emotionally, I'm good with my mind. It's just the physical side of me that I really need to pay attention to right now. And there will be a side, one of those 4. Don't often like that because of tripod feet. But yeah, let's go for 4. Yeah, I do like 4 is a lucky number for me. And then just bring yourself up, 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 up. Oh, felt that in my back. Okay, press that with your feet. Feet together. And just mellow into a forward fold for me. Slowly bring yourself up. Yeah, oh, that helped. Lift your head up gently. Woo! Okay, a little bit longer than I like, right? Apologies for that, and a lot of chatting, but you know, that's what you're here for. You know, you like the talking, you like the yoga, you like me, and I love you being here. So it's a kind of like a win-win, right? Okay, ciao.